First off, I want to start by saying all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who told me this truth. And salutations to I came out there throughout the four corners of the world, pushing this truth in all sincerity and honesty. Okay, Shalom. My name is Korah Allah, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. It says FDA approves lab-grown good meat chicken product, making the meat safe to eat. I'm going to switch articles. This was sent to me from a friend. I don't have Instagram, so I'm going to switch articles to continue reading, but I'm just showing you where I first saw it. This is another article from Food Ingredients. It says cell cultured chicken on the menu at the world's first slaughter-free dining experience. So here's a piece of chicken that was made in the lab. It's like a chicken breast that was made in the lab. Okay, it wasn't made naturally, but it was made in the lab using the cells of chicken. This is the 9th November 2020. A restaurant dedicated to serving cell-cultured meat is opening in Israel. Of course, it's opening in Israel because that's where those so-called Jews reside. Which those aren't the real Jews, by the way. Those aren't the real Israelites. All right, those are Edomites, and they're the worst of the Edomites. They're the Amalekites, and they're totally in league with wickedness and folly. It says curious diners will be among the first to try slaughter-free dishes in a food service setting if they manage to get a table to the chicken test kitchen. It says the world's first restaurant experience serving meat grown directly from chicken cells. So the meat is grown directly from chicken cells. In other words, it's made in the lab. It says hailed as one step closer to slaughter-free meat becoming the norm, the restaurant has been created by Tel Aviv-based food tech company Super Meat, who says this is a significant development for a cultured meat industry. So this goes into Super Meat, which is a company called Super Meat in Tel Aviv, Israel, which we know Tel Aviv is known for a lot of wickedness, man. A lot of unrighteous or unholy acts, even sexual acts. All right, so this comes as no surprise, no shocker at all. And I also read, I'm not sure if Super Meat is in league with Good Food, right? Or good meat, whatever it's called. I'm not sure if they're in league together, but they're doing all the same thing. Why? Because wickedness is spreading. Here, this is dealing with Israel. The first article I read is dealing with the food being safe to eat in the U.S. So, and I saw another article saying that the good food, the chicken cell, was originally in Singapore. All right, but this is something Esau has been passing. So, real quick, with that being said, I'm going to the lesson, bring some scriptures, and Lord willing is edifying. This is Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. And who wants to be like the Most High? Esau, the so-called white man. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, going into their spaceships, satellites, their outer space projectiles, their rockets. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet, thou shalt be brought down to hell. So they want to be like the Most High, and we're seeing your technology, and now we see it with the food. Now we see it in your food. All right, making chicken basically without the chicken, or with the cell of a chicken. So now you don't need to go through the whole process of the chicken laying the egg, which is really what the chicken is for. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So this man's in his lab trying to be like the Most High. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Right. So although you want to be like the Most High, and it also shows your pride, you know. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right. And that hell is going into the grave or destruction. This is Isaiah 14:15, dealing with the word hell. When you go into the Strong's, from the blue letter, it says hell, Sha'awal. Strong's H7585, Sha'awal. Show Strong's info. Hades, or the world of the dead, which that goes back to Greek idolatry. Okay, that's not real, including its accessories and inmates. Right. So when somebody says see you in hell, it's more of a figure of speech, but it's based on Greek idolatry. Right? It says grave, hell, pit. And that's what it's really talking about, the grave. Okay? Bring you down into the grave. So yeah, he's supposed to be brought down to the sides of the pit, because why? They're going to be destroyed by way of fire. Right? And that's another way you get hell confused, because you think it's burning hot in hell. But a lot of times when you see hell, it's talking about the destruction. The fire is going to come upon this place. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Right? So no matter how high, how creative, how inventive you get, you still won't be destroyed. Okay? There's no invention that's going to save you from the Lord's judgment and those nuclear missiles. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. Right? And we're being oppressed. Right? Who are the wise men? The elect. The elect of the nation of Israel, first and foremost. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We're being oppressed. Let's go into the word oppressed. Oppressed. Strong's H6233. I shock. Show Strong's info. Distress. Cruelly. Extortion. Unjust gain. Oppression. Right. So this is extortion, unjust gain, all that. Right? What the hell is taxes? You know, live in America mainly, because America is basically the hub. But living under this so-called white man's rulership, us as so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans being oppressed, and the food is not helping. It's getting worse and worse. All right, and now they're gonna want you to pay your arm and a leg for something that's not even natural. It's unclean, and the gift destroys the heart. Okay, and the gift does destroy the heart, because sometimes you get something good from a person, you forget all the evil they've done to you. Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and better is the end of this kingdom. It's destruction, because since the beginning, all we did was catch hell, being oppressed, being put in captivity. All right, and the patient in the spirit is better than the proud in spirit. The patient in spirit is starting with the elect of Israel. Okay, as you wait upon Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. And the proud in spirit is starting with Esau, the so-called white man. And then who and these other nations and 2/3 that follow in these heathens. Psalms 15:16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Yeah, what have you done? All right. You can't follow. Esau is not designed to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. He's designed to be the wicked. So but unto the wicked, Most I say, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Isn't America supposed to be a God-fearing land? Okay, but it doesn't seem so, right? Because when you're in rulership, you're the king or the judge. When someone comes with a proposition that's against the scriptures, you're supposed to tell them, no, we don't do that here, right? And if you bring this up again or you pursue this, I'm going to have to put you to death under the laws of such and such, all right? Because there's a law on food, a dietary, there is dietary laws, all right? It says, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? What's one thing that Esau has done in rulership that's been righteous? Okay, ask yourself that. It says, or that thou shalt take my covenant in thy mouth. And that covenant wasn't given to Esau, it's given to the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? But there's not a righteous bone in Esau's body, so he doesn't deserve that covenant. You see the wickedness that goes on in Tel Aviv. You see what we're saying about the chicken. If they passed it in Israel, then they're going to pass it in America too. Guess what? You probably already eaten it. Why I say that? Because America does not have to put their ingredients on the back of their food. They could tell you whatever the hell they want to tell you and feed you whatever the hell they want to feed you. And you wouldn't really know. You know, that's why scriptures say we eat out the foul bread amongst the Gentiles. Ecclesiasticus 10, start at verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Right? So you wouldn't allow your people to do anything wicked. Right? Because there'll be judgment for it. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, right? So if the judge is righteous, the people are going to be righteous. If the judge is wicked, the people are going to be wicked. So are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. Okay. So when Esau had the proposition, look, I could splice my own food using cells or whatever, you're supposed to tell that, say no, or put that man to death, or burn down that whole facility and whatnot, man. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So who's in rulership? Who was the earth given to? In other words, the Lord gave rulership over a certain people. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and the wicked will have to be Esau, the so-called white man. He's the one in rulership. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. And who's done that? The ultimate judge being Yahweh Shai. All right. They've made the Most High a Edomite, because when they had that painting of Yahushua touching the Most High's finger, and there was some Edomites. You saw an Edomite finger come out of heaven. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Look at what this man is doing to the food, to the water, the air, the earth, the people. It's defiling everything. He covereth the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? If he's not the wicked, then who is? If Esau is not the wicked, then who is? If this ain't wicked, then what is? We could be eating this right now and don't even know it. FDA approves lab-grown good meat chicken product, making the meat safe to eat. And this is from Spiritual Word, okay? Spiritual Word, so maybe it's a Christian organization. I'm not sure. All right, but they brought out a good point, because if you read the scriptures, then you have to acknowledge that this is off. All right. It says Spiritual Word, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, issued a no question response to a good meat marketing company as lab grown. All right. So no questions asked. No questions. All right. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to say all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Hakwadash, double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, and salutations to Akim pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty. Shalom.